Dear Samuel, it was not easy for me to find fitting words for these first lines that I hope you are reading, as well as it was not easy to find out where you were living. I hope that my letter will reach your hands as soon as possible, as there is not much time left. Since your departure, I have contributed all my efforts and endless hours of sleepless nights looking for the truth about our family. I feel that I am already very close to beholding its full face, and I am concerned that I might not have the strength to look at it alone. Therefore I am turning to you, Samuel, for I know that you will hear out my plea. In this envelope, you will find the ancient ring of our heritage. It is very important that you always have it with you. Take extraordinary care of it. Please return to our manor and help me. I know my time is closing in. I can feel it. I am afraid.
After the funeral, we jointly returned to Black Mirror. The journey through the desolate countryside seemed endless. No one spoke a single word. When our glances met, they were full of deep sorrow. It wasn't merely grief, however, that was in our eyes. It was also a certain alienation that Victoria and Robert felt towards me. My unexpected return after more than 12 years gave them the freedom to ask all kinds of unspoken questions.
I am truly sorry about what happened.
Thank you, Hines. I don't know what else I should say. William was everything to me, and now...
You need not say anything, Victoria. Today is a sad day for all of us. I think I will leave you alone now, if you will excuse me.
You don't have to go. You are a good friend to us, as you were to William.
I value your words, but I think I had better go now.
Please be our guest, I beg you.
I would be happy to, if that is your wish. I would like to skim through certain volumes in your library, if you would not mind then.
No, not at all.
Thank you. I will be in the library.
Bates, should Hines need anything, please be of help to him.
Of course. You can rely on that, madam.
Do not want to sound harsh, but I think we should leave you alone.
You are empathic as usual, Robert. I want to be alone with my thoughts for a while.
That is quite understandable. Samuel, would you see me to my study?
Yes, gladly.
Oh, Samuel, please stay. I'd like a word with you.
Certainly. Will you excuse me, Robert? We will talk later.
I will be in my study.
Samuel, tell me, have you returned to stay with us for good?
To tell the truth, I haven't decided yet. Give me some more time, please.
Don't forget, we are still your family. You are a Gordon, and you belong here just like all the other Gordons before you.
Yes, I am well aware of that, but I need to put my thoughts in order. Perhaps then I'll be able to answer your question.
Oh well, I hoped you'd say yes. I'm not feeling well. Please excuse me now, Samuel.
Of course. I will go to my room.
Sir, I took the liberty to clean up your room. I believe you will be satisfied with the results. Here is the key. Your suitcase is already in the room.
Thank you, Bates. Victoria wants me to stay. Maybe I should have promised I would. But I haven't made up my mind yet. Maybe later. Bates has readied my room. I should go have a look. Victoria wants to be alone. I'm not going to disturb her. Marcus Gordon, the younger of the two brothers that began our dynasty. The founding stone of the original castle that Marcus and Mordred jointly laid in 1206. It's made of a single piece of some strange stone, charged with a peculiar kind of energy, as William would say. The atmosphere of centuries long gone can be felt around it. On the marble plate are the names of all the lords of our family who lived here. This is where Bates leaves our mail. There is no letter now. This door leads nowhere. The lower floor of the old wing of the castle is behind it. The entrance has been walled up for years. I have no idea what I'd be looking for in there. Today's paper. I'll have a look. There seems to be a note of some sort inside. Robert, I have only now received your letter.
That permanently drunken goof whom you have paid to be the messenger brought it late. I will take care of your parcel as usual. Do not worry. Fortunately, no one cares about anything in this godforsaken place. P.S. I suggest you give more money to that blockhead Mark next time. Maybe it will help him be more tardy.
Robert, I have only now received your letter.
That permanently drunken goof whom you have paid to be the messenger brought it late. I will take care of your parcel as usual. Do not worry. Fortunately, no one cares about anything in this godforsaken place. P.S. I suggest you give more money to that blockhead Mark next time. Maybe it will help him be more tardy.
I'll put it back so that Robert finds it where it's supposed to be. Jennifer, the wife of Tobias Gordon. Victoria is in the common room. I used to play chess here with William. I remember him teaching me my first moves as if it were today. Robert presented this one to William. William's favorite canvas. Someone from the family painted it about 300 years ago. The ticking of the clock echoes throughout the corridor. A child's room used to be behind it. Now there are bare walls. There's no point in going there. The door is locked. Bates gave me his key. I can open it. This place hasn't changed at all, as though I were only away for a few days. Welcome home, Samuel. A collection of old pictures. I don't want to remember that time. I'll leave it alone. Forgive me, Catherine. Catherine would comb her beautiful hair in front of it every morning. It's best not remembered. William's portrait of my dear Catherine. She died in those horrible flames, and it was my fault. I will never forgive myself for that. The night silhouette of our castle. The drawings of the Gordon Manor in Wales. William drew those when he lived there as a young man. An old painting. I don't know who its author was. I only have a few necessities in it. I'll take the pills in case my head starts to ache again. I'll surely need the wallet. I can't see anything interesting. I don't want to rest now. I often have headaches these days. I'd better keep them. There are some coins in it. William's mourning card. Robert, may I speak with you for a moment?
Of course. I'd be happy to speak to you. We haven't seen each other for such a long time. How many years has it been?
12, maybe more.
A long time indeed. I am happy that you have returned.
I have not come to stay. I came only to be here for William's funeral.
Really? That's a pity. I thought you would stay with us for a few months at least. Maybe you can still change your mind. So, what do you want to talk about?
So what has been happening around here since I've been away?
Things are rather odd, but I have no recollection of anything special.
Are there any new families?
No, I do not believe so. In fact, the only person to have moved here is Dr. Herman. We also have a different groom and a different gardener than the ones you knew.
I've been away for 12 years, and all that has happened is that we have 2 new servants.
Well, no one is clamoring to live around here, you know that yourself.
Yes, nothing really has changed. It's almost scary. The castle is falling into disrepair. How long can it last like this?
It has been standing here for hundreds of years, and it is not going to decay anytime soon. It will outlive us, just as it has outlived our ancestors.
But the old wing is on the verge of falling down.
It was already on the verge of falling apart when I was born. Yet it still stands.
Why hasn't anyone tried to restore it?
Oh, sure they have. About 100 years ago, Werner Gordън attempted to repair it.
Why are you saying attempted?
Well, he was not the first one who had tried it. The new structure never lasted more than a couple of years. The original castle foundations that Marcus and Mordred jointly laid are within those walls. It is as though the old stones do not want to accept the new ones.
Strange, indeed. What do you think about what happened to William?
That is a strange question. What should I think about it?
I don't believe it was an accident, let alone suicide.
I am afraid you are jumping to conclusions, Samuel. You don't happen to think it was a murder, do you?
No, but really, who would want to kill themselves in the autumn of their life? William was a very old man.
Look, William was alone in the tower when it happened, and the door was locked from the inside. So a stranger's intervention is impossible.
So why didn't he leave a letter?
That I do not know, and I do not even want to think about it. Trying hard to get my thoughts away from William's death, and I absolutely don't feel like talking about it.
How is it possible that Robert is not at all interested in this? Am I the only one who wants to know the truth of what happened to William? I will go now.
All right. Feel free to come back if you need anything, Samuel.
William had his study behind those windows. If I want to find out what actually happened, I must get inside somehow. hoped I'd never have to return here. I'll never forgive myself for Catherine's death, for which I was responsible. It should have been me that ended up in the flames, not her. This one is long retired. It's made of black marble. There's nothing in it. There's nothing in it, just dust. Just ashes. Just ashes. Something. The remnants of a torn-up photograph. It's destroyed like the rest of the room because of the unfortunate fire many years ago. This place is making me remember all those horrible events. The canvas has been entirely destroyed by the flames. The door is locked. I've never seen this face before, but who could have thrown the picture in that fireplace? And why did they take care to tear it up first? I need to speak with you, Robert.
Sure.
Robert, look at this old picture. Do you know who this might be?
No, I do not know that person. Why are you asking?
I found the picture in the old wing, torn to pieces in a fireplace.
Given the fact that someone has torn up the picture, the person in it is probably not anyone important. Forget about it.
I will go now.
All right. Feel free to come back if you need anything, Samuel.
fresh apples and a few sweets. Almond sweets from Switzerland. I like these best. They don't seem to be working, showing 7:30. An ivory statue of a little Buddha. Victoria is collecting these things. Probably the cellar key. I'll leave it here. Bates might need it. There's some dirty water at the bottom. Maybe there were flowers in it once. Spice grinder. It's just a decoration. It doesn't work. The dining table of the servants. I don't need anything from here. Various kinds of spices and cooking ingredients. I'm not going to make a mess out of it for Bates. Our family's coat of arms. It has been symbolizing our noble rights since the Middle Ages. Mordred Gordon, the heartless ruler of the dark ages of our history. His rule was ended by his own brother Marcus in 1213. William would often sit here reading the paper. That was a very long time ago, though. The fire has to be maintained in winter as well as summer. Otherwise, it's very cold in here. The crackling of the wood is quietly echoing throughout the hall.
I'm glad you have returned, sir. We have kept your room intact. It's exactly as it was when you left.
Very nice. Thank you.
If you would like to have it straightened or anything else, just tell me.
That won't be necessary. It happened so suddenly, I didn't have time to write that I was coming.
I would be happy to help you with anything.
Thank you. I'll be fine.
Do you need anything else, sir?
I have spoken to Robert. It seems to me he may not be feeling well.
It is probably due to his responsibilities at Ashbury. Lately, it seems to really exhaust him. He has recently taken to spending most of his time at work, often not even returning home for the night. He usually arrives in the evening, locks himself in his study, and works late into the night. He won't even let me in.
He may just not want to be disturbed.
Maybe, but he would never do that before.
I'll talk to him.
All right, sir.
I was under the impression that nothing had changed here since I left. So many years have passed, but it seems to me like it was just last month. The same scenery, the same weather, as though time would rather avoid this place.
Sir, a lot has changed in your absence. Nothing is as it was, believe me. We are all growing old, and so is everything around us. I've been a servant here since my youth, and I know well how much a man can be changed by this place. During the last few months, things have been getting noticeably worse, day by day. It is as if the bleakness within the old walls of this manor is gradually taking us over.
Maybe you're right. Even I don't feel exactly well within these walls. Been recalling memories in me that I've wanted to forget. Strange and dark in them. And that dismal silence. I need the key to the attic. Do you know where I can find it?
It is hanging in the kitchen right next to the cellar door. You cannot possibly miss it. I'm going to need the key later today. Can you please put it back afterwards, sir?
Of course I'll return it.
Thank you.
Are you sure you're all right, Bates? You know you can take a rest whenever you want.
Thank you, sir. I think I will be fine.
Have a look at this picture. Do you know this man?
He does not look familiar to me. I am not very good at remembering faces, though. Sorry, sir.
I think I will go now.
I'll return to my work.
This is the key to the attic. I'll take it. I put the key back where I found it. This is the key to the attic. I'll take it. It's locked. I can't see anything special here. There is nothing in it, just a few sheets of paper. Empty picture frames and other old garbage. Useless. Old scrolls and lots of spider webs. There is nothing useful in it. It's quite well preserved. Strange. The entrance to the tower is nailed shut. I must get rid of these barrier boards somehow. I can't do this with my bare hands. chocolate sweets with almond in the middle. I have always liked these.
Bates?
Yes, sir?
You're not looking well. Why don't you take a couple of days off?
Thank you, sir. I will be all right. It's just William. We lived our best years together here.
Indeed. You must have become very good friends over time.
Yes. Please, let us not talk about this further. There has been enough sorrow lately.
Bates, I want you to know that you're more of a friend to us than a servant.
Thank you, sir.
Why is the entrance to the old tower blocked?
Madam ordered me to nail the door shut so that she would not have to think about that place ever again. She does not want anyone to enter William's study.
I see. Bates, would you happen to know where I can find a toolbox?
Do you need to get something fixed, sir? I'll tell Morris. He will take care of it.
No, nothing like that. I don't need his help.
In that case, I think you should be able to find some tools in the stable.
Thanks. I think I will go now.
I'll return to my work.